Hello，大家好啊！又到咗呢個 Stranding 嘅送貨時間啦。咁啊，啱啱介紹到呢個 thermal pad，我覺得屌你，如果我仲係要行雪，唔係佢個任務都係要行雪山嘅啦。行雪山嚟講 thermal pad 應該係必備嘅啦，係嘛？咁然係咁，我哋就整些少啦。反正我哋都唔會再返嚟嘅啦，都好難有機會再返嚟啊！撳走晒佢啲資源啦。先，佢擺上身啦，左邊一個，右邊一個，右腳一個，左腳一個，仲有兩把梯喺身邊，有兩對鞋夾住，好行得。哇！淨係 thermal pad 都40幾 K 啊！有冇人有叉電站呢？係有人有叉電站，但係就唔係喺屌！我未接波打添。先啊！shit！有鬼嘅。
A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear. The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
One more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb. A Bridges paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives, but in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what.
屌，咁咪咩好多嘢？咁我要整佢有鬼，咁我一定要整定槍喎。睇下先。
Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter bomb, especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle. Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore it. Order assigned.
睇下先啊。recycle 翻呢幾個，跟住就整翻幾個 backpack 先。utility pouch 有4個啊嘛，4個位嘛，係咯。出嚟最緊要做咩？save 啦。佢呢鼠冇。哎呀，佢有 save house 喎呢度。吓？咦？未起好唔係嘛？你未起好，你認真定玩我啊？屌！咁我點拆？得個 foundation， 唉頂，收得皮啊！下遲些少就已經有鬼添，仲要。
Sam, so Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever? Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death and extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab? Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCoy.
切，都唔係有連住嘢嘅。先，睇下咁樣爬唔爬到過去先。驚會播住 rock 嘅喂。你知我好需要叉電啦，叉電啊，叉電啊！睇先，哦，畫錯方向嘅。What the fuck！佢雪崩啊！佢跌咗兩粒雪落嚟，佢跌咗兩粒雪落嚟。
Thanks for the help. Today's a good day. Thanks for the help.
睇先。 OK。依山勢行呢，就應該係咁。點解佢哋好揀唔揀要喺深山做實驗啊？黐線，究竟有幾大風先至可以？佢唔係啲雪跌落嚟喎，佢係啲石跌落嚟喎。啲雪跌落嚟，我都話用 thermal pad 可以溶咗佢啊，大佬！有啲石跌落嚟喎，黐線而家。好彩自由律師條友都差錯一步啫，使唔使咁啊？好彩喺個叉電器度 save 咗啫，大佬，黐線！好彩我喺個叉電器嗰度 save 咗啫，即係你落尾啊！點解咁嚴苛啊？咁石喎，梗係揾呢嚿石頂住啦，係咪先？然之後碌落嚟都彈走嘛，加 damage 都冇用啊，亦都係冧㗎。睇先啊！ 即刻死乎先。呢度叉錯腳你就收工㗎啦。ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。
There we go.
又話有鬼嘅，唔係去到佢屋企門口先嚟有鬼啊！哇屌！哇屌！
Sam Bridges. Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not get here in time. But then I've done nothing but worry of late. I've been haunted by those visions you doom sufferers see. That end of days stuff. I put the nightmares down to fatigue. The possibility of chiral contamination never even occurred to me. It's just lucky we caught it before the suicidal stage. Dying's not an option. My research is nowhere near complete. It's not just my life you're saving here. It's my life's work. I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do, huh? Thank you.
EV transporter.
Oh, yes. Right then. If you'd do the honors.
Yeah. Climbing anchor level 2。哇屌！原來啲鬼喺嗰度。
And just like that, I'm part of the UCA. with access to a treasure trove of historical research materials. Studying this fossil beach should be a good deal easier now. Assuming I can prove once for all that that's what it is. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone. Can you believe I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years? Evidence of an ancient death stranding.
Chiral matter has existed on Earth since long before the dawn of man. This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes caused frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotaculite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of Chiralium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further...
咦？我咪行錯地方啊！我唔係喎，我根本就未發現到嗰條友。睇下先 ，floating carrier， 即係我啦，呢度。我啲鬼喺晒呢邊，咁我兜呢度咪冇事咯。OK， 我預期呢一度其實係可以就咁落山嘅，落山啦，咁可以兜翻過呢一邊，咁就可以兜翻過呢一邊嘅其實。睇先嚇，我唔係要 climbing anchor 啊。81 container damage， 唔係嘛？ OK， 咁啊跟住自己 plot 嗰條路咁行啦。妖，我應該黐線，好斜，好斜，好斜，冇行快，冇行快。好斜啊！嗱，好斜啊！哇！真係我都上山，我上山嚟落山難，成日都話，但係我都唔知啊，上山都唔容易啊，但係。唔驚啊，咪我而家有 BB 啊嘛，有 BB 喺度，咩好驚啊？Patient， 驚我唔夠 patient 啫。 咁多 like 仲要升到 level 3。屌！唉，搞掂。
Much appreciated, friend. Thanks to you, we can finally move ahead with the dig. I swear, this place is bad enough without having to worry about getting asphyxiated. Not that I need to tell you. You did it after all, though I can't for the life of me imagine how. You can set up the chiral network while I work.
Oxygen was 另一個攝拉起咗喺呢度。
Anyway, as it turns out, Sam Bridges, I have a favor to ask. A local porter was on his way here with something very valuable, but dropped it en route. It's a 200-million-year-old ammonite, which looks, he says, almost as if it were still alive. He apparently stumbled across it in a boulder field, which had previously been hidden beneath a glacier, but that's not the half of it. The man claims this ammonite has an umbilical cord. An umbilical cord. Color me skeptical, but the specimen merits study, and I wasn't about to leave such delicate work to an amateur. So I asked him to carve out the whole surrounding chunk of rock and bring it here to me. Naturally, I wanted to compare it with contemporary specimens in the vicinity, which is why I had him excavate a number of those in addition to the one he told me about. But what does the dumb fuck go and do? He loses the whole shipment. Didn't even have the good sense to mark which container had the ammonite with the umbilical cord. The cargo was supposedly lost in the area to the southwest, where toxic gases have a tendency to build up. Old Mr. Reliable claims his cargo scanner is broken, and there's no way he can recover the shipment. But you could track it down. To protect you against the fumes, I'll provide you with an oxygen mask. Just to be safe. You can pick it up when you accept the order.
That fossil could represent an epical discovery. While there are examples of viviparous fish, an ammonite with an umbilical cord is unheard of. And if it is indeed 200 million years old, it would also correspond with the end Triassic extinction, another one of the big five. Could the umbilical cord be connected to the beach? We must recover that cargo at all costs. It could provide a vital clue to the mechanisms underpinning the Death Stranding. We're so close. So very, very close to grasping the true nature of the phenomenon. Hurry, Sam. We cannot risk that ammonite being lost.
Good morning. New order available. Please access delivery.
要行過去攞返，冇鬼打嘅，純粹係要執嘢啫。
An oxygen mask, huh? Good idea. It'll filtrate the air and keep you breathing normally. In addition to protecting you from toxic gases, it'll also help to reduce fatigue from strenuous activity, making it easier to keep your balance. If it didn't have a limited battery life, I'd tell you to keep it on the whole time. But it does, so don't.
Hmm. Hmm.
Order assigned.
Oh. 咦，竟然有電㗎喎！
art collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Wikipedia 嚟喎喂。
This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. There's just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon. I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise. Wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want, even the moon.
OK， 邊鬼度呢咁？
Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on.
黐線！而家啲人要整啲電單車喺度，喂！哇！真係拉撚晒嘢啊！真係。
Thanks for the help.
非常好啊！大家擺低嘅嘢都好有用。咦喂！好彩有人喺 safe house 啊！呢度真係陰公。
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Keeping on. Cargo verified. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on.
You found it! Let me see. I have to see it. Oh my. It really is immaculately preserved. Uncannily, even. Thanks for bringing in that lost shipment, Sam. And yes, it did indeed include an ammonite with a bona fide umbilical cord attached. I've already sent some images and a preliminary analysis to Hartman via the network. Interestingly, it seems the surrounding strata contain traces of tar, which lines up with one of his theories. Anyway, I know you only just brought this ammonite here, but I'd like you to deliver it to a colleague of mine, an Evo-Devo biologist. Lately, she's taken an interest in the tar, and I think she'd be eager to examine this particular specimen.
It's quite remarkable, and that's to your credit. To clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of various organisms. Accordingly, I would ask that you also recover the tar collectors deployed near her shelter, and deliver them along with the ammonite. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve them herself, which is why we must impose upon you. By aiding her research, we may yet inch closer to unraveling the secrets of the Death Stranding. We've already made so much progress with the data recovered by the network. With your continued help, I know we can accomplish even more.
Good work. New order available. Please.
先。係咪今次真係有鬼㗎？唔好有呃鳩我喎！ cargo container space spray 都標成1格，一格一格啦，係。先啊！點都要插下電先。我帶 Cantonese anchor 出嚟做咩？到地耶！路線本身撲去邊話？ 尾咯，點知沿住呢邊行啱啊！咦，落雨啦，係時候 save 啦，咁再向前行應該有鬼啦。行過去就係打㗎啦，我 feel 到 save 先。
There we go.
之前咁撚大雨嘅。唔緊要啊，我而家有 BB。
Good to have you back. Couldn't have made it this far without you.
打咁多槍嚟仲唔打個老味閪咩？ 一隻㗎。拜拜。搞掂。搞掂啦！OK，deliver 係 deliver 去邊鬼度？ 我頂啊！好多魚咯，咁都唔知關啲魚咩事，到而家都唔知。
Blue? There we go. Nice.
應該冇魚啦啩？應該冇怪啦啩？有啊屌！咁都仲有冇搞錯啊？又係 BB 嘅喎，側邊冇嘢喎，我哋。咁究竟係邊度有怪呢？屌，邊度有怪啫？有怪我就 save 唔到啦。唉，頂你個肺嘅！出 server 爛咗，熄咗佢先。雨都停埋添。
It must be tough, Lou.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Oh.
impressed, Sam. Not many people would have even attempted this. May I have a look? Not a scratch on it, and the tar inside is safe and secure. You do not disappoint, my friend. Now, connect me to the chiral network. That's where my studies will truly begin.
Grenade launcher 咁勁抽。
Thank you. It goes without saying, but I am convinced that the tar is related to the BTs and the Death Stranding. After all, both it and Timefall are the defining features of the post-Stranding ecosystem. Sudden environmental changes such as these invariably lead to the extinction of organisms that fail to adapt. Those that do adapt do so by virtue of enhancers, the regions of DNA that grant successful organisms their advantages. These genetic factors are the key to evolution. But there are genes which have the opposite effect, those which disadvantage organisms. Extinction factors, as they have been called. These are the seeds of advancement and obsolescence. Such factors may lie dormant within us all, a choice waiting to be made. For every being since the advent of life itself. If so, then ancient proof may hide deep within the tar. Evidence of these genetic decisions that may aid us in navigating our current crossroads. In any event, thanks to you, I can now study the composition of the tar in greater detail. I'll make sure to share any interesting results with you later.
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body, as well as that ammonite. Speaking of which, my analysis of its umbilical cord is proceeding apace. I've been comparing the data against some of our restored archives. Anyway, would you mind returning to my lab? Preparations are finally complete for the chiral relay integration. If you could collect the necessary materials for the restoration work and bring them here, I would be most grateful.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Live fish， 冇啦冇啦。
for your contribution.
Hello?
It's okay. It's alright.
OK， 咁呢個 zip line 有冇用㗎？我次次我行到過去就話冇用啊！先啊！佢呢度有冇人起安全屋先？冇喎。
Let's get this show on.
5000幾，係咪堅得㗎？我驚你由邊度都去唔到啊！我要去嗰邊喎，老細。你叫我落返山，啲頭先我唔使上嚟嘅，其實。落返山係落返山喺邊度啊？落返山喺呢度。即係頭先我行落嚟，跟住就可以上到山㗎啦。屌，咁我上到山就唔使過嚟你個叉度啦。要攞下聲，我冇，我應該整架車先。我應該整架車過嚟嘅。
Come on, Chinese tea is ready. That's it. Yeah, I think so. There we go.
Okay.
I'm turning over inside my grave. You're waking up to face a brand new day. The thoughts I tried to sway would not behave. I'm waiting for you to be later. Wait, wait. I'm making up my mind to not decide. You're living up to your hollow disguise. The fateful forced its face upon the prize. I'm making excuses for my rise, I'm helpless and hopeful to read soon.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons
You're reckless and ready
Welcome
to
Sanford Bridges.
the silence sent to scream into the cold. Pessimistic, even though I hope
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it. I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Dead Man. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Die Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us. We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it, so I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Deadman's observations were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
I mean, they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the president's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find chiralium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both had the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles, but some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No. Only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. we shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all, without exception, found with strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands, and it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain, and since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the President is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a Death Stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
Right.
Activating lab security measures. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time, Sam. When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the tar belt and begin work on the chiral relay. Once it's ready, use the Cupid to bring it online. The necessary materials are prepped for you. Supplies are limited, so handle them with care. You'll be carrying a lot, too. All things considered, this might be one of your hardest runs to date. Hartman knows more about the site than I do, so he'll take it from here. It's about time for his wake-up call anyway.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Right. About that way station. The site we have chosen was an original candidate for the way station we lost to the tar belt. Ironically, we suspended construction because we deemed it a little too unstable and not worth the risk. But this time, it's our best shot. So let's hope we weren't right to change horses in midstream. Fortunately for us, the foundation we laid down is still intact. All you have to do is transport the necessary materials to the site and finish the job. I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand the network further west and rescue Amelie. We're counting on you, Sam.
Repair chiral relay. OK。150公斤。
Order assigned.
睇先。Hello， 你好啊，就嚟完啦個專輯，好鬼難，好鬼難拎，好鬼難拎，好鬼難拎。呢個可以去邊鬼度呢？會唔會落得到山？應該就落唔到山。究竟可以去邊呢？呢個咪先，哇屌單程㗎，仆街啊！咁啊嚟嚟去去都係呢度，好雞喎，真係真係好雞喎！唔得啦咁。
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Tính cổ lủng thêm. Ui. Scene, Muse and BT. Near the rope watchtower. 條又冇電，係嘛？先。先，頭先都係咁行過嚟啫。咁啊，首先呢度行返過去，行返過去。今次唔好望鳩啦，過返嚟呢邊。咁啊，要行到嗰邊先算啦。
There's a time for everything. This ain't it.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
好，咁我哋留返聽日先再玩啦。又到收工嘅時候啦，拜拜。